Hey guys, it's Shane here, and finally I'm here with another unboxing and assembly video, this time for the Rogal Dorn. I've waited so long for this guy. Yeah, it's unfortunately a bit later than a lot of other people put up theirs, but of course they had sponsored content and they got theirs sent out free. Ooh. Well, maybe one day we'll have that. But yeah, let's check this guy out. Now, what I noticed was how thick and large the assembly guide was, but it's actually not too bad because a lot of it is just telling you how to do the fine detail, like a lot of the different choices, because this has a lot of different, just sort of cosmetic stuff to it. Look at that, there's a whole couple pages just for how you want to put your crew together and how you want to sort them up. I'm not actually going to do any of that, but it's good that it's there. So the actual main assembly is going to be, shouldn't take too long at all. So, yeah, that's the main assembly guide itself. Let's pull this guy out. And of course, like I said, this is a large box. That's a hefty guy. So, yep, your main sprue here. Oh yeah, that's the top one. Got your cannons and everything. Looking pretty good. Put him to the side. Some more assembly. Bits and pieces, the side, the wheels. All looking pretty great. And yeah, just the third sprue. Yep, all the tracks and stuff. I did like... I was going to say, the tracks is usually more assembled than, like, sort of passed, but it seems this... Yeah, you've got the 4 there, and then the 5 there, so you got to keep track of which track piece you're putting where. They couldn't just make it uniform all around, but... Oh, well. Still, looks pretty good. Alright, let's get to the first step. Alright, now... When I said I'll get the first part done, didn't expect to get most of it done itself in one sitting. Well, the majority of the time took, of course, putting on the tracks. The tracks themselves. Just putting these parts together took more time than, putting the main body part together. So that's fun. That's always good. Yeah, because I put the two sides together and I was like, do I pause now and talk about it, or do I just add the next piece? So it just ended up getting me the whole base part, so that's fun. One thing I really want to know is there a minimum parts Games Workshop requires? Is there like a minimum build time they're trying to go for? Because this bit, I don't think they needed to be separate parts. Like, I don't think we would have missed out on the fun of assembling if these were already part of the side. So, just makes you wonder how exactly they make those decisions. And of course, the other part, which I noticed people are talking about, was the fact that this part is missing. And on one hand, sort of, who cares? It makes the tank a bit lighter. It's already pretty light as it is, for how big it is. It's the size of my fist, essentially. Whoop, get back in focus. It's essentially the size of your fist. And, so definitely keeping the weight down is a plus. Plus, like I said, most angles, it's not going to be able to be visible. The fact that it's missing it. When you look at like the Scorpius Dune Rider, that had its whole base plate was missing. Like the whole Rhino, if you took the base plate of a Rhino, that's gone in the Dune Crawler, and no one cared. But I guess on the other half, like if you were trying to do like a cool diorama, where it's like all quiet on the Western Front with the tank, roaring over, and but. Yeah, I don't see it as being that big a deal. If you really want to pay the money and buy the STL to get the base plate printed out, then go for it. I wouldn't blame you, but yeah, for me, it's really not that big a deal. All right, well, let's get the turret going. All right, guys, so the turret's pretty much on, as well as some other side bits that I put on, the other details, which come out pretty good. So yeah, pretty solid here with this one. Really clips in, like, yeah, you turn it, but yeah, it's not going to move by accident. You really got to put some force in to spin this guy. I messed up putting the heavy stubber there. It was supposed to go over there, but yeah, shouldn't matter too much. As for the interchangeable turret, so that's really good, because you got your twin autocannon, or you got your big gun. So it's really cool that it's on different parts, so you can interchange easily. But you know, like I sort of did with the other guys, these ones, they don't really stay there. Like, it isn't like a tight fit. They're sort of loose. So this is something definitely you need to sort of magnetize if you're planning to sort of swap it out every quite often. Because yeah, he sort of sits it. Yeah, he just falls off. So yeah, aside from that, that's pretty good. This main gun, these guns are pretty good though, because that's gonna stay solid. That can just slide straight out. Like for the whoops, grab that guy. Yeah, for the onslaught cannon, just slot him in, and yeah, he's staying there. That's nice tight fit. Same with these guys, but I just glued him in because yeah, you have the option, the headlights or the stubbers, but the melters are just, it's always going to be what I'm taking, so I kept him in there. And yeah, so aside from that, I just got to put on the side. Like I say, even the side are optional, I'm pretty sure. So with that, I'll yeah, see which way I want to finish him off with. Alright guys, and yeah, pretty much have this guy finished. So I got some of the other sort of little details on him. If you have anxiety over losing small pieces, especially in carpet, you might want to avoid putting these little notches on. That is very stressful. Cutting them out, not having them fall everywhere and getting them in. Anyway. So yeah, we got the side sponsons on. I like how they sort of, I was worried they wouldn't sort of stick there, but they're fine. Like, they actually ridged. The weapons don't really sit too well. It's not exactly smug. You're probably better off magnetizing them in, or just gluing them. Like, you got a pretty good option with either the heavy bolter or the multi-melter. Because yeah, it really depends if you want to keep this guy long range or short range. I mean, short range, mid range, really. Because I was wondering how I wanted to run this guy. If I did want to have him, oh yeah, he'll sit back and just do the damage. But then it's like, you got artillery for that. Like, this guy can hold on. This guy can. Oops, see what I mean? That just falls straight out. Yeah, you've got artillery to do that now, so I think this is a guy, he can handle it. You run him up. You get him taking names. So, yeah, overall, these are good. Yeah, this guy does not fit. Yeah, neither one just sort of sticks there. So, overall, like I said, the weapons options could fit a bit more snug. It's like a normal Lehman Russ, like, yeah, sort of fits a bit easier. But it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Yeah, overall, I'd definitely recommend it. It didn't look like this took me a long time. This took me hours. This was a... I didn't think it would take that long. It does. But yeah, definitely your own judgment. I think this guy is a great addition to any guard tank line. It is very odd, because you got your big cannon, your autocannon. It's, let me just double check the damage profile. Ah, alright. You live on the floor now, that's fine. Because, yeah, the big main gun. That's, that guy. Yeah, D6 shot. 4 damage. What other weapon does 4 damage? 4 precise damage. It's kind of weird. Like, it's, yeah, strength 10. Like, that's going to get through most things. But, yeah, you try not to one-shot. You got enough shots that you can just blast things. I guess, yeah, if you were taking into account things that reduce damage, like if someone was 3 wounds but reduce 1 damage, bang, this guy's the answer to that. So, yeah, just odd to see. But I might put on some of these other details. You get a lot of choices of all the cosmetics. I haven't really put on many. And like I said, there are... and this guy, yeah, so for the actual top turret, you got 3, and this is just their suggestions, because you could rig this out any other way. So they had a whole double page just of how you should put the guys on top. And another one just of how the guys should be assembled. So, yeah, this is definitely can be done as like a whole diorama kit. Like, you can do a lot of fun choices with this guy. But yeah, I really like him. Yeah, would recommend. This was a fun model to put together. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Hopefully we have more tanks coming in the future for us to review. Because this has been the biggest one. Biggest new guy in a long time. But either way, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.